Northwest may be drowning in meth, but that is not stopping law enforcement from catching the people who distribute it. Thank you for joining us at 10. I'm Jamie Tompkins.
And these are long-term investigations. I'm David Rose. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. Tonight, 17 people face drug trafficking charges after federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies conducted raids all throughout the Puget Sound area this morning. Brian Flores here now with the details behind the search warrants and what we've learned about a possible connection to our state's opioid crisis. Brian?
Yeah, David, you know, it really says something when the DEA says the Pacific Northwest is drowning in meth. But these raids that happened today were the culmination of a year-long investigation. First, though, let's talk about the details. These right here are the pictures of what the DEA, King County Sheriffs, and the Tahoma Narcotics Enforcement Team confiscated today. We're talking 13 pounds of heroin and 4.5 pounds of meth. But when we talk about the whole investigation, again, this was a year-long. Authorities seized 37 pounds of meth, 27 pounds of heroin, along with $40,000 in cash and 6 firearms. Now, Q13 was the only station that was there during one of the raids that happened off 26th Avenue South in SeaTac. Police, as you saw, used canines to help in the search. And along with drugs, cash, and weapons, police also seized into evidence other items like what appears to be cell phones and personal documents. Again, this was just one of 10 locations that were raided today. But as you heard, the region is drowning in meth. And we spoke to the DEA as to why that's happening and whether there is a connection to the state's opioid crisis. Take a good listen here.
Methamphetamine is a highly addictive substance. It's a stimulant. So we believe it's one of the components that's driving the opioid epidemic, because many times the data shows that users associate methamphetamine or use methamphetamine to counteract opioid withdrawal symptoms, physical pain, a lack of energy. They utilize this stimulant to gain energy.
Yeah, in other words, it's kind of like a counterbalancing effect, if you will, for the abuser. But what really stands out here is that both of these drugs, meaning opioids and meth, are just flooding into our streets at the same time. Now, another raid took place in Seattle's South Park neighborhood. And what we're learning is that the suspects made sure that nothing was out of the ordinary. And one person says his neighbors were pretty friendly at first.
Nothing that we've seen. We hadn't seen, you know, any visitors late at night, after hours, anything. It was very quiet.
When we talked with the DEA, what was even more disturbing is the amount of meth that is into our streets. Take a listen to this. They say just this year, 3,400 pounds of meth have been seized by the DEA in the Pacific Northwest. 60% of those drugs were taken right here in Washington. And unfortunately, that is a record amount for our region. We're not even done with a year yet. But David, I know you've been following this case. You've been following the trends and patterns when it comes to meth distribution and addiction. What are some of the other reasons why meth is rising here, David?
Well, the main reason is it's so cheap and it's so pure. And let me give you an example. I've been tracking this on Washington's Most Wanted over the last year because I'm seeing numerous cases on the show: fugitives, crime, surveillance videos, robberies, car thefts. All of them have a tie to meth. Just a couple of weeks ago, I was asking for your help to catch a dangerous rape suspect who cut off his GPS tracker in Pierce County when on the run. When he was caught, he was found with almost an ounce of meth. He had raped a woman when he was coming down off meth. This tells you how dangerous this drug is, and it can be deadly. Yes, there's a lot of people that are addicted. There are families ruined, but this is a serious epidemic in our community, and it goes right alongside with heroin. You can help the DEA prevent opioid abuse with National Prescription Take-Back Day that's coming up.
That's right. 99 million Americans misused prescription drugs last year. That's according to the National Survey on Drug Use and Health. Take-Back Day is this Saturday, and you can take your unwanted, unused, or expired prescription medications to a collection site, and you can find a site near you at takebackday.dea.gov. And for the first time, the DEA says it'll accept vaping devices and cartridges, but make sure that they don't have the lithium-ion batteries when you drop them off. You know, Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson and his superstar wife Sierra are also supporting this event.
Yeah, so many people look up to them, so this is really great. They want people to know why it is so important for our community.
Don't get rid of the unused or expired prescriptions in your medicine cabinet. They could end up lost, stolen, or simply misused. Protect your family and the community, and let's all keep prescription drugs out of the wrong hands.
Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back.
And you can drop off your medications anytime between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now, if you miss Saturday's event, you can return your prescriptions to most pharmacies like CVS or Walgreens. If you want to check specific pharmacies, King County has a list on their website under King County Secure Medicine Return.org. You can also go to the DEA's Take Back Day website. You can put in your zip code and it'll tell you the closest place to you so you can turn in those prescriptions.
Well, the city of Tacoma is looking to make buying